So, I want to talk more about my gardening. Um, I started this series as a grow and learn because have never had a garden. Um, so last summer, I seeded some spaghetti squash and I tried to grow them and they weren't successful. And this year, for the pandemic in March, I started some plants. Some of them have done well, some have fizzled away. So I see those have fizzled away. Um, there's one that's still hanging in there, and that one is a bell pepper, but it hasn't done well. This here is a squash, and you can see some female squash buds, but they have been stunted there. So this tree, um, one of the plants died immediately, and then the other one is still hanging on. Green bushes still, so it's still thriving, but still not producing any fruit. Like I said, those ones there have just been stunted, but those are the ones that are supposed to be the squash. Then I have a tomato plant that was started out really small, and it has grown crazy. There were two different plants. One of them, as you can see, is brown and fizzling away. So um, they seem to, if multiple seeds are in there, they seem to overtake and only the strongest survive. I don't know how that works. I'm learning as I go along. I've already gotten tomatoes out, but you can still see the tomatoes that'll come along every blue moon. Where's that tomato? There it is right there. It's coming along. It's a big tree, and that's the only tomato that's on there now. So I'm learning about that too. How do I prune it down and get more tomatoes and less bushes? All right, and then here is the spaghetti squash plant that it's not the one I seeded last year because that one, um, once I planted it didn't take off. So this one came from a little plant from Home Depot. It was two for $3. And I planted a number of them together. I think one may have died out. And you see some of the leaves are dying. But one took off. And I already got one spaghetti squash. And look at this beautiful one that's growing. This is Saturday. Today is Thursday. Saturday, this was just a little bitty thing. So that's how quickly it grows. But in all of this shrubbery, a lot of buds and the bees are coming around. So pollination is happening, but big bush and only one fruit at a time. I just picked one that grew. It's smaller than this one. This one is the second one I grew. Quicker and larger. But this is only the second one to yield from this bush. And I planted this bush again in March. And today is August 13th. So you see the bees are buzzing around and pollinating. So yeah, this is a learn as I go. Ephis, however you pronounce it, the little white bugs. And I've been spraying a solution of water and a little bit of dish fluid in there that's supposed to subdue those. So looks like I need to spray those again right now because they're all over the place. So anyhow, the containers are like a little raised up little heavy plastic container. And I'm gonna move the containers to the side so that I can clean up this space and put some ground black plastic so that the weeds won't grow up. So we're still working on what this is gonna look like. But it's exciting to actually see fruit coming on the spaghetti squash. And yeah, it's exciting. Okay, ciao.